Hey guys, Ted here right now. This is a little bit of a different video. So yeah, this video I'm going to be telling you some school stories that I've had throughout my life. Now, let's start off with a story that I'd say in like 5th grade, I think it was. Yeah, 5th grade. So, one day in school, we were just waiting for the teachers to tell us to go to our next class because for some reason there wasn't a bell in 5th grade, but we still had to switch classes. So, we were waiting in homeroom, and we were just, so we were in our homeroom just waiting for them to call classes, getting our stuff ready, talking to our friends, stuff like that. So basically, while we were doing that, one of my friends drops their pencil, and so he goes to pick it up, obviously. So he's like, I should pick this up. But instead of getting off the chair to go pick it up, what he did, he was leaning on the chair like sideways, holding onto his desk so he wouldn't fall. So, but the thing is that in 5th grade, in our classroom, the desks weren't, well, sturdy? The desk fell out his finger, and his finger basically almost came off. He took it really good though, like, he wasn't like crying or anything, he was just like, obviously, like, yelling, but like, still. And then my teacher, who's really good at this stuff, like, instantly, went over to him and just took him to the nurse. And then, the funny thing is, after that, we just watched Tom and Jerry for like a couple hours, for like an hour, I guess, because everyone in our class was traumatized. So thank you to that friend, because then we barely did any schoolwork and just watched Tom and Jerry the whole time. Okay, next story. One day in 7th grade, we were doing virtual school because, you know, reasons. So I was online, and one of my teachers asks my friend a question. So he responds. And then we all realize something's wrong because for some reason he sounds like his voice is like super high pitched, like he turned on the high pitched voice changer or something.
So his voice literally sounded like this. I'm not joking. It was like this, and he does not have a voice changer.
I know that he doesn't. Okay, anyways, next story. This has actually happened pretty recent. Well, it was near the end of 7th grade. We were doing this project where we would cut stuff out of magazines and then glue it onto a paper to make something. And since FNF was popular at the time, I just did like since FNF was popular at the time, I did the cover art for it with like GF on the speaker. So I was getting stuff for that. One of my friends goes, "Hey, look at this," and they show me just like a picture of just some firefighter that they cut out of the magazine, and I was like, "What?" So they gave it to me. I put it in my coat pocket because at the time it was cold. So then I'm like, and then like a couple days later, well, not a couple days, like a couple months later, I think it was near the start of 8th grade when I started wearing my coat again, because it was getting cold. But I found that exact thing inside of my pocket of my coat. I never took it out, and I thought it was so funny. So this is a story of something that happened in 8th grade that was actually pretty recently. So, near the beginning of 8th grade, my pre-algebra teacher, she had us do this thing where we would get our favorite number and give a bunch of facts about it. So I did 58, because, yeah, if you're wondering why that's my favorite number, it's because 58 is like, what's it called? It's because my birthday is on May 8th, so like 58, 05, 08, you get it? Anyways, so I did the number 58, I did a couple facts, My friend Nomuno is, yes, Nomuno, you know him. If you don't, then I'll link his channel in the description, subscribe. Basically, so he did just a number like everyone else, but he asked the pre-algebra teacher if she could put his in the middle, like in the middle of the whole classroom, like where there was like okay, so she had these bulletin boards where she would put all those things on, and in the middle of them, this little part of the wall. So Nomuno goes, hey, can you put mine in the middle? And she says yes. So his went in the middle, and it's still there, actually. And then we did another project where we had to make a multi-step equation with like a drawing. So I asked the teacher if she could put mine and Nomuno's in the middle. So she did. So right now what's in the middle of the classroom is Nomuno's number thing. My drawing for the what's it called? My drawing for the multi-step equation project, and Nomuno's drawing for the multi-step equation project. Which, if you're wondering what I did for the thing, I did like wings with like a halo. Nomuno, I'm not kidding. He did spam. So in 3rd grade, I don't know how I did, but one day I was just like, we were practicing cursive because it was obviously 3rd grade. So in the book it said to write to print the letter Y, and then my mind just kind of exploded, and somehow I forgot what a lowercase letter Y in print looked like. Like, how do you forget that? It's still it looks like this. Oh my god, you guys don't hear it, but the music that's playing in the background of this Hypixel housing is never gonna give you up, and I'm mad. But like, how? How do you forget to... Oh my god, I was stupid. Okay, so this was a very long time ago. I don't know how I still remember this. But there was somebody on my bus who was like, kind of being mean to me and Nomuno. Yeah, we've known each other since like kindergarten. I didn't say kindergarten, but yeah. Anyways, so he for some reason he would just like crumple up little papers and throw them at us, and I don't know why. But like he just would all the time. It really confused Nomuno and I, and it was kind of annoying because he would just throw it at us. And then one day, he just kind of like left for like a week or two. And then when he came back, he was actually like super nice. Like he was teaching me multiplication early, even though it was only in like 1st grade. This is kind of a shorter story, but once in 2nd grade, our teacher did this like project where we would bring in like a mitten or something, and then fit these like cubed in like inch cubes in it, and see how many we can put in the mitten. So I chose like so I put like 42,000 something. I don't know how I still remember the 42,000 part. I think it was like 42,787. I put 7. I put only 7. Like, oh my god, I was not smart. Anyways, one day, I really don't know how I remember this, but one day, I was in kindergarten, and for some reason the school was closed, but my parents couldn't do anything because they both had to go to work. So they decide, maybe we should drop him off at his old preschool. So for a day, I went back to preschool. Like, it was just like I was just in preschool. There's like new people and stuff, and it was kind of cool. And also in preschool, I remember we were watching like TV or something, I don't know. And there was like a flash flood watch, because it was hailing that day as well. And in my mind, I'm like, what the heck is a flash flood watch? And all I'm thinking of is just like flooded like waves, that are just like flashing white. So I go home, and I'm like, so I go home and I ask my mom, I go, I'm like, hey, what's a flash flood watch? Is it like where the waves look like they flash? And I'm goes, no, it's just fast flood. I'm like, oh! I still remember exactly where I was in the house. I was right by where like my batteries are. But yeah, it was pretty funny. One day in school, we were doing like Spanish in like 7th grade. We were doing Spanish, and it was kind of like the end of the day. I mean, the end of the year, so we were kind of just like watching a movie as well. But she also let us do other things, like some Spanish games, like things on Blooket. If you don't know what Blooket is, it's kind of like a hoop, but a little different. In my opinion, I like it more. But yeah, basically we were doing like games like that as well, because it was near the end, and our Spanish teacher was really nice. And one of my friends decides, no, I'm not gonna watch the movie, and they just start playing FNF in the middle of class. Like, I literally was just watching them just play like I was watching them just play mid-fight masses in the middle of class. Like, I think I remember them like playing Parish, I think. And it was really funny. And the even funnier part about it, apparently she noticed me and didn't tell me until like the beginning of 8th grade. It was super funny. So like this whole time she just knew I was staring at her playing FNF, because I was also kind of bored of the movie. I'm gonna end off the video because I can't think of any more stories. But one last thing before I go, if you probably know like the DevMSMP, right? Where like it's my Minecraft server that I have with my friends. Well, we actually created a new world on it yesterday, so expect a couple videos soon about stuff like that. Especially about like getting things and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So far, a lot of people like it, and there's a couple new members that have joined. I also forgot to mention, download my Minecraft map. It's pretty cool. Link down in the description too. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna end off the video there. So that's it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.